Hey, it's me, man, Mark. Yeah, nice little sunlight. I really like to help people. And thing about me helping people is that sometimes it good, sometimes it not good. So here's the thing. The other day, and before I tell this story, I know it's a very sensitive situation because my cousin's grandmother passed. And of course, them invite who for sing at the funeral? Me. So it seemed like I'm becoming the official funeral singer. Anyway, anyway, so on the day in question now, I remember I like to go to these places early, regardless of what it is. As long as I am doing something, I like to reach early. So on this particular day, I went and I brought my PA system. I have a small PA system that I use to sing with on my own mic. I don't like to use people things. So what I did, I went inside the church and I started to set up. My wife came with me, of course. She had to stay in the car for she don't like the early business. And as a sound engineer for 37 years, it has always been my thing to get to place early. I like to make sure that the audio is right, correct. So what happened now is that I got there early and I was setting up my PA. PA means public address system, mic system. So anyway, I was setting up and when I got there, I noticed the casket wasn't there yet. So I said, okay, good. I never really particularly want to be in a room with a person deceased. And as I said earlier on, this is no disrespect to my cousin's mom, the grandmother that passed, because she's also my family. And I know this lady, and she's a wonderful person. So I'm just being very careful in how I tell this story. Anyway, I went inside there and I noticed I didn't see any casket. So I said, okay, good. There was a lady walking around, and while she was walking around, I said, maybe she's the person in charge of the audio. So let me go have a conversation with her. Nice lady, beautiful lady. She was very busybody doing a lot of things. So I said, okay, but she must be part of the church. Anyway, she said, no, she's not part of the audio team. And I said, okay. So I went back and proceeded to set up what I had. Then she came back about probably 10 or 5 minutes later with the casket. And when she came with the casket, I said, okay, casket is here. Anyway, she proceeded to set up her thing. She was very detailed about how she doing her thing. And I look at my cousin's grandmother, and I look at her, and she looked beautiful. She was well put together. And the lady was fixing up the flowers and fixing up all the other things that she had on it to make it look nice and present. It was very good, well put together. So anyway, she left and she set up, and I left her. I went and looked at my cousin's grandmother, and then I went back doing what I was doing. But anyway, I continued doing what I did. The lady walked over to me, and she's a cute lady too, and it's not I was looking at her. She's a cute lady. And she walked over to me and she said, excuse me, could you assist me? And, Mark being the helpful man that he is and very, patriotic and all that. I said, sure, why not? Anyway, she handed me a pair of gloves. And she said to me, I thought that because she handed me the gloves, it was in recognition of the COVID thing, for we both had on masks. So I said, okay, fair enough. She didn't want me to touch anything that I should not be touching. So I took the gloves, I put them on, and then she turned to me and said, can you ease her up? I said, excuse me? What do you mean? She said, I want you to ease her up. I said, you mean like lift her up? She said, yes, I don't like when my bodies are lying down in the casket. I said, okay. I said to myself at this time, I said, Lord Mark, what have you gotten yourself into? Anyway, I reached down in the casket, never going there. Put my hand and raised the lady up, and she was kind of slumped over. Now, the lady is deceased, and as I said before, this is no disrespect to anybody. And she put her apparatus there and made the body kind of prep up. And I said, okay. So at this time, I lay back down the lady, and she fixed up the hand, the man fixed up everything, and she said, thank you very much, have a good day. At this point, me stunned, because me come a funeral to sing. Me never come funeral to come raise no dead. And I said, but what is this? So me go outside now, all shocked. Said to my wife, honey, you know what happened just to me look a while? She said, what happened? Me go lift up the lady in the coffin. She said, what? She said, don't touch me. And I said, anyway. I said, no, I done gloves. And I said to myself, but Mark, I have never done this in my life. I've been to many funerals, but I have always been asked to sing, but never been asked to raise the dead. I think this put me in a good position to be on a kind of little bit. Not the kind of Jesus category. Yes. So now I'm in the business of raising dead. Friends, the things that happen to me in this life, all I'm saying, don't be too quick for off our hand until you see what them ask you for do. Friends, me talk to you next time. So now I am a funeral singer, and I'm a person that raised the dead. Talk to you next time.